So a meeting sat, the National Executive Committee, and told him to show in writing why he should not be removed from the position of commissioner.
Firstly,
are you being fair to Honorable Mpuuga?
Firstly, we are going after everybody that has got question marks regarding accountability. Now we are going for the speaker. She's not a member of our party, but we are saying as Speaker of Parliament, we respect you and your office. We respect you, Matthias Mpuuga, Honorable, and the other commissioners, but respond to these accountability issues because this is taxpayers' money. All right. So that clearly shows you there's no specific individual. All right. Everybody who has got something to say, we are demanding that they say. Number two, fair hearing. I don't know what you mean by that because we sat in a meeting of senior leaders and we put these questions to our elder brother. And he did accept and he did apologize. At some point, I had him dispute that he didn't accept, neither did he apologize. And then our deputy presidents who were in the meeting, they spoke out. I said, but why do you want to drag yourself through all of this? You know, that you want to lie about something where there were people in the meeting and now they've begun to speak out because our deputy president Northern, deputy president Eastern, Western, and so on, they were in the meeting and they spoke out. Honorable Namboze was in the meeting. Honorable Mpuuga Chivumbi was in this meeting and several other people. So why would we lie that he accepted and that he also apologized? Because he considered that what he did was not right. And we told him, it's unfortunate, maybe you were trapped because now this is what it is. And we did ask him that the right thing to do, which will make you come off even better as a leader, make you come off bigger. So you know what? Let me take responsibility and resign. People do that elsewhere and they are looked at as incredible leaders.
So you wrote to him as he responded. You gave him 7 days.
The acting president has written also to address, and initially we told him we have sat here as senior leaders and other colleagues, the Mpuuga Chivumbis, Namboze and others, to say these are senior leaders, been with them for a while. We said we didn't even think at this point we should take this matter to NEC because NEC has several other people, and we thought him as a senior leader at his level. We thought let's not drag him through all of that. That's why we say let's first sit as elders and senior leaders in the party and deal with this issue, only for him to respond the way he did. So we said, okay, let's now throw it to NEC, which we initially didn't want. There are issues which you don't have to handle through the legalese, and so NEC has several other people. We said, let's not drag him through all of that. Let's sit with him as at least senior leaders together with him. But it's now being handled by NEC, and the acting president did write to him. I don't know if he has responded, but we'll wait and see. Again,
are you concerned about what this is likely to do to your political party?
What can it do?
Ahead of the 2026?
What can it do? Because you see, we are saying no.
We have seen what has happened in other political parties. We are seeing factions, and we are hearing people who are speaking from Masaka, where Honorable Mpuuga comes from.
Have you heard about all the people who
they are saying you can't?
Masaka. I was in Masaka yesterday.
You can't touch their oil. Of course, you were in Masaka guarded, so
nobody people are. But that's not important, really. Hey, what was meant to happen to me?
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that something was.
Because you're saying Masaka, but nobody could touch you. Hey, what was meant to happen? Anyway, but the important thing, Kenneth, certain hard decisions have got to be taken, and that's what leadership calls for. Okay, if this means losing some members, it's okay. What's wrong with doing the right thing if it has consequences? What's wrong with that? Because then people who are doing the wrong thing, it's because, or those who don't care about doing the right thing, the ramifications on the other end. Yeah. So if there are consequences for doing the right thing, that's okay. If we are going to lose some members because of taking action against financial impropriety, that's okay. Actually, if it means losing people who do not think there is a problem with abuse of office and financial propriety and so on, there is no problem. We shall say goodbye to that category. So that will remain with those who who take these matters seriously. You'd rather be few, but who are serious about certain things. We're not perfect. I'm seated here, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect man, yeah? But we must aspire to do the right thing on a daily basis.
And like you said,
so we are aspiring to do the right thing. If it comes with consequences, whatever those are. But from, the sampling we have done, people are happy that we are pushing back and speaking out and saying this is wrong, regardless of who it is. But even if we do lose some, it's okay. And I'm speaking now as a spokesperson of NUP. We don't have a problem losing some members who are angry that we are speaking out against abuse of office and financial impropriety. That's okay.
Well, we have heard that some people actually saying that you should stop throwing stones because you are also in a glass house. Most of you in NUP allegedly, you're not clean yourself. We have seen people who are demanding accountability, apparently for money you receive as a political party from government. They're saying where does NUP put that money? They're saying your leader, Robert Kyagulanyi, receives money from abroad. There are people who have even said that you yourself, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, you're not clean while you were chairperson of COSASE. Well, I'm sure you've heard about this.
People will say too many things. And some who actually goofed up, they keep getting these bots that are on social media. Tell them, now you throw this. Talk about the Uganda Airlines report. Misinformed poor fellows. They don't know that the Uganda Airlines report, we did produce it. We got it signed. Scathing report. Anderson, you saw that report.
I saw it. Yeah, we had a discussion about it.
There you are. So, when the bots keep saying, you see, he didn't even produce the Uganda Airlines report and so on. We did produce the report, the speaker threw it out. It's on record. So those who are saying that...
the argument that is actually being put forward, why that report was thrown out, is because it was established that you people on that committee had solicited for money, and therefore...
and therefore, that's why we wrote a report asking for the sacking of Bamturaki and all the others. She paid us to write a report saying she should be sacked. Are you serious?
Well,
are you listening to yourself?
Depending on people who are actually influencing you.
So the reason the speaker gave on record was that this report has leaked, that's why it won't be tabled. I said, that's ridiculous. Where did you get that from in the rules? Besides, who leaked it? I said, Madam Speaker, I gave you a copy of the report. I gave a copy to the clerk, and they uploaded it on a parliamentary system which is accessed by all members. Anderson, you know that system, don't you?
I do.
So all members access it. So now, how do you say, Senyonyi, you leaked a report which is accessed by all members after it has been uploaded? But anyhow, even if it had been leaked, what rule says you cannot discuss it? In fact, the more reason to get it out of the way quickly and determine the issues therein. So that was ultra-vires. So anyway, people know who bungled up that report. We did our job. But the bottom line is, anyone that has evidence against anybody, whether it be myself, please do adduce it. And it's good people are now have been bringing out evidence, and that's why we are speaking out about issues that have got evidence attached to them, not just walala propaganda and that kind of thing. Those who are saying Kyagulanyi gets money from abroad, that's what you said, from abroad. How which abroad? How much and from who and for what? Adduce that evidence. Don't just speaking because, you want to speak about these issues. So the critical thing is no one is above reproach. Not myself, not anybody. So anybody that has any critical information, please bring it out. But don't use it as an excuse to say, hey, okay, I am corrupt, but even you're corrupt. That's not an excuse. You respond to the critical issues we are asking you about instead of saying, those who are throwing stones at me, they're also not clean and that kind of thing. Okay, if they're not clean, adduce the evidence about their uncleanness. But in the meantime, respond to the issues that are being raised against you.
Well, NUP has also been in the news making allegations about MPs receiving money. Last week, we also had another allegation which actually was also put across. MPs receiving 50 million shillings. They have also been telling you to actually step forward with the evidence. Even some of the people that have asked for that are your members.
We have had this for quite a bit of time. Anderson, you have been in that building for a bit of time. And you know a bit of what happens. Many under the table deals and so on. So we keep hearing many things. Money exchanging hands. We have said two things. Number one, that those who have some evidence, please do avail it. It will help us a great deal to take action. Because you see, the challenge with some of these things is there's no concrete evidence, because it doesn't go through a system like IFMIS. You see these figures we do have, the ones I've been talking about, because they are captured in a system and that kind of thing. But these things that happen quietly, it is a bit convoluted But whoever can avail some evidence, do avail it. It will help us to take action. So that then, tomorrow you say, we provided you with evidence. You did not, why didn't you take action, or that kind of thing. But I've also been engaging with my colleagues and cautioning them to say, look, honorable colleagues, we need to be very careful, because if you're going to pick money from anywhere, they're setting a trap for you. How do you go to someone's home to pick money and you think there are no cameras recording you? Like, how ridiculous can you be? And I told them, look, you'll fall into a trap, because now we are beginning to push back and ask critical questions.
So you want
you
want them to be smart?
No, I'm actually telling them the only money that you should be touching is money that is paid to you as salary and allowances. You running around to pick money from anywhere, it is actually a trap. So I'm telling them that whoever is giving you this money, they're also setting you up, because tomorrow, when there's a lot of pressure against them like there is now, they might come out with recordings to say, but you guys are coming after me, but you see, even your people, here is a recording. This one picked money here and that kind of thing. They will not want to, quote unquote, die alone. So it is a caution to our colleagues that please avoid money that is not for you. Because you see, and I know that as members of parliament, we have got many pressures. People, we build roads, we provide healthcare and all of these different things and so on. Limit yourself, do what you are able to. The challenge is when there's an absentee government, you become the government. But I told them, it is not an exculpation at all for you to steal money simply because you're trying to help people in your constituency. How is that even a defense? It does not make sense at all.
We have some comments coming in from the WhatsApp line 0703.